Guys, it's Tony with Backwoods Biker Magazine and Wood Tramp Outdoors. I've got another battle box for you here. Mission number 68, the October box, so hang tight. Alright guys, welcome back. As I said, this is the October box, mission number 68. And once again, it's got the mission booklet in here, a mission brief is what they call it. Always, we have found this particular box to be a very, very good bargain. Alright, with that said, let's get off into this here. I've gotten a lot of emails asking me questions, asking our crew questions about this box. So let's get off in this right away, and I'm going to keep the mission brief here so I can refer to it every now and then when I need to. First thing in here is a little fire extinguisher by Blaze Defense. This is called the BDS 40 Fire Aid MK5. Man, that is a lot of words right there. But this is a tiny, little specialized fire extinguisher, and it's not for electrical fires. It has a warning on here and a disclaimer. It doesn't replace the NFPA 10 or UL rated extinguishers. So keep that in mind. You know, it would be good for keeping in your kitchen if you have an oven fire, which my wife does like to do that all the time. It would be good for that. Really small, tiny fires. Read the directions on this because there's a proper way to use all fire extinguishers. You just don't squirt them off into the fire, but you got to hit the base of the fire to be able to get it down. And the reason I know that is because I took 2 years of fire science when I was in school. All right, so I actually got a degree. This is something that you could put in your truck, in your car, in your console, in your glove compartment. But you just got to remember, again, it is not for electrical fires. You could take it out to your base camp, you know, keep it around just in case. Some of those folks that have started the forest floor on fire out west in years past could have used one of these. They give this a value of $21.99. It's 100% made in the USA. In the right spot, this is a great ad. So $21.99. Now we're going to keep a running total as we go, but I'm going to round it off. We'll just say this is $22. Next thing up is the BattleTac Molly gear pouch. And a lot of guys said they're using this for an AR mag, or some of them are putting fire kits in them. It doesn't matter. You know what BattlBox mentioned was putting your fire extinguisher in there. That's not something that I would do. I'm not taking a fire extinguisher out in the woods, out in the bush, out in the wilderness with me. That's just too much to be doing there. But I would use this for like a radio, like a ham radio, Bofang, or whatever you might have. That'd be a great pouch for that, but you're going to find something to do with that pouch. It's put together very, very well. Heavy-duty straps, lots of molly on it to be able to hang things. They give this a value of $9.95, so we'll call it $10. So we're at $33, and remember, you're in at $29.99, okay? Next thing up is something that I like. It excites me anytime you really get a piece of gear that you can absolutely use. These are the Southern Survival locking carabiners. There's two of them with a screw gate on them. These are not Walmart. These are not just flimsy things that you might be finding at the Target store. These are actually heavy-duty usable carabiners with locking barrel system where it can't come open on you. These are climbing carabiners, okay? So let me tell you how much weight that they can handle, because that's what's important. They're made out of 70-75 stainless, or excuse me, aluminum alloy. They're lightweight, but they're extremely tough. Braking load mark on the for the long axis, which is here, is approximately 5,500 pound force. On the short axis, approximately 1,750 pounds. The unlock 7KN, approximately 1,500 pounds. So as I said, they're heavy duty. They're the real deal. Great ad, BattlBox. You can use these here. Don't ever buy a carabiner from Walmart and try to climb off a hillside. A lot of people have been hurt badly doing that. So we were at $33. Now we're going to add another $23. So that comes to $56. That's a pretty good deal, you know. And we're not done yet. Not done yet. All right, the next one. Now, okay, I got to break out the fire pan here. It's a 1/4-inch piece of steel. I've been hanging around for a long time with this here, but I do that. The reason I did is because of this. If you're going to start a fire indoors, like I have, we want to talk about this product right here. It's called Hot Snot Fire Starter, and it has a value of $12.95. We'll call that $13. So that was, what would I say, 56? So that'd be 70 or 66. That'd be 70 or $67. We'll call it 67. I love fire starters, all kinds of it. Of course, you know, I'm always talking about our Wood Tramp Gears SFK1, the survival fire kit. That's my favorite. Been using it since I was a kid. But this stuff is pretty cool. It just takes a little tiny bit. You know, that's not even a 1/4 inch there. And I was asked, can this actually be started with a ferro rod? The answer is yes. I'm not going to do it down here. The last time that I did, I started a fire out there because the sparks went way out, fell off the table, I didn't know it, caught the carpet on fire, you know, and luckily I wasn't down here by myself. But let's go ahead and just show you how quick this stuff will go up in flames. This is just a simple cigar lighter. Boom, you hit it, there it is. But it will take a spark and go up. As always, I just want to tell you this. When you're working with anything here, you know, you saw me break out that cigar lighter. Whether you got a Bic lighter, it doesn't matter. You should always start with the most modern apparatus for fire, like a lighter, before you reach for your bow drill or even your ferro rod, because those are resources that you're, like the bow drill, you're going to have to keep on making those after a while. The ferro rod, you know, there's thousands of fires involved with a ferro rod, but they will wear out, you know, and then you won't have it. So you start with your lighter or whatever modern source you have, and work your way towards your primitive sources, you know, and that way you have a redundant chain of fire starters. But the hot snot will start in the rain. You can rub it on wood, you can put it in the bird's nest, you put it anywhere. What I did was I just fluffed up a bird's nest and put a little dab in there, hit it with a ferro rod, and boom. And the bird's nest was wet, by the way. I did that on purpose. So that went out. I'm going to take that off, all right? So we're up to, what I say, $69? I don't know. You can do the math for me. And then we're going to go to the last product. There was 5 items in this month's BattlBox, in the basic box. And the 5th one is a Kit Fox Design Group Southern Survival 6x6 patch. That is their 6x6 that they've got. You may have seen it on Southern Survival. I know that Curran 1776 has put some out there on his channel of this, some videos of this thing. It's a pretty dope vehicle, I'll tell you that right now. And I'd rather have the vehicle than the patch. I'll give this patch away to one of my grandkids because I'm not a patch guy of any kind. This has a value of $12.99, so we'll call it $13. And if you add it to what I say, $69, that'd be we're up to $72 for a $29 box. You know, so there's some great stuff in here, especially the carabiners and the hot snot. You know, and the pouch is a good thing. So this is a great box right here, this basic box. So if you're looking for an opportunity to get on a basic box, try this one out, and then you'll see how good BattlBox is. So we're going to move on to the advanced box, and the advanced box is very, very cool. Everybody that knows me knows that I do like to go to auctions. I'll stop in a garage sale in a heartbeat if I see something going by that I like. But one of the things that I always look for, especially at auctions, farm auctions, is a jerry can. You know, they became popular in the 1940s on the back of Jeeps, and then, you know, on the big deuce and halves, and then they made them, you know, through Army surplus. I'm talking about jerry cans. Now this is from Southern Survival also, and this is a 5-liter can, and it is all steel. It's punched out metal, you know, put together very, very well. And you can see that I got the spout on it right now. It comes with a hard spout and it comes with a flexible spout, and it is very, very stout, man. Look at that. Okay. And your gas will not leak out of this. It'll hold your gas through the winter as well. You know, so I enjoy this. They give this a value of $69.95, so we'll call it $70. This will go out in my barn in our campground. I've got a barn out there, and I hate plastic cans, especially those California cans that you got to pull down this so the gas will come out. Those are ridiculous, you know. That's what happens whenever you. I better not say that. Okay, so plastic cans, they expand in the summertime, they contract in the wintertime. You know, they're just a hassle. So this is a great ad, you know, and I know a lot of guys on BattlBox, man, they're trading off stuff. So if I see anybody that's going to be trading this off, I'm jumping on it, because I'd like to have about 5 or 6 of these things because of the size of them. Be perfect. BattlBox, bingo, there you go. So we're at $79 with another $70. It'd be $149 that we're at, and we were into the advance box for only $59.99. That is $120 to the good there. All right, so we're going to go on to the Pro Box, and this month's Pro Box, I've seen these before. This comes from a company called Raptor Razor, and they've got 2 different models. Raptor Razor is known for their skinning, not knives, but their skinning tools. It says, join the skinning revolution. All right, they've got the big game skinner, and then in this box comes the Mano precision cutting knife. Okay, and we'll just take everything out of what's in here. There's that. There's the star of the show. It has instructions in it, and it has these blades. And then included is 2 more blades that I'll tell you about after I show you this blade. All right, I've already taken one blade out because I wanted to put we'll call it a knife, put the knife together here. But it is a stout little tool that is super sharp. I mean, these things are sharp. They give you 3 blades, but you can resharpen these blades, you know, so you don't just toss them when you're done. It comes with this tool and handle. It's a tool/handle. Okay, it's got a screwdriver in this end here to be able to take out these Phillips screws. And, you know, while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and just put this together here. All right? There are times that you don't want to use this little handle. You just want to use the Mano by itself and put your finger upon it and be able to carve with it or do whatever you're doing. But by putting the handle on it, now you've got some oomph. And I could see the advantage when you have your deer hanging, that you could be able to skin that deer out very, very controlled without any fatigue in your forearm. But on the other end of this thing, it opens up. And by the way, we got emails about this too here. Open it up, and they put 2 extra screws in. The old training adage is that 2 is 1 and 1 is none. Is true. If you were to lose the screws out of this, you're screwed yourself. You can also put waterproof matches in here, maybe with some steel wool, or put your steel wool, cotton, whatever, with a small ferro rod, and you're good to go. Now, the emails that we received were propagated or promoted from some readers that received their BattlBox, and they were looking at these instructions, and on the instructions it shows that there is a button compass and several different tools that fit down inside of this handle. I can't answer that question for you. Mine didn't come with that, so you're not the only one. Is that a game changer? Absolutely not. Who uses a damn button compass anyway? I mean, they're just a great way to get lost. The tools, okay, well, I'm not really big on using this tool either because I usually have a Leatherman, so it isn't going to be a game changer for me. Now they give this a value of $99.99, and that's exactly what you paid for the box. But here we go. We were at $179. Add another $100 to that. That is $279 if my math is right. That is a great add. Now, if that was all it was, that's pretty cool. But here's what happens. BattlBox makes sure you get 2 extra small blades. Then they add another 5-inch mano blade. Then they add a coarse saw blade that you have to use. You have to use both of those with this handle here. It's my thought, just because of the size of them. I haven't used it that way yet. But if you're gonna saw through bone or whatever, you got a nice saw right here. This is a great add, especially right now here in Illinois. Deer season just jumped off, and next month we'll be taking this out with us on our deer hunts, where we're going to do on the e-bikes. We got that all planned out. It's going to be a fun time. Is that it for that? No. They give you a couple of these. Now, I don't know if you can use more than one or not, because there's a card here with 35% off with promo on it, and this says here it's a store-wide sale. So if you want to go out and buy the big game skinner to go along with the Mano, which would be a great set of tools to have, you can get 35% off. Okay, that is your Pro Box, and you get a little sticker too if you want to do a little advertising for Raptor razors. It's a pretty cool little sticker there. As I said, they give that a 99, so we'll call it 100. So we're at $279, and then we're going to move on to the Pro Plus box, which is the knife of the month. And this month, the knife comes from Revolt. Okay, we've seen some Revolt knives before, and this one is called the Remove, and it's a pretty slick little knife here. Now, one thing that we were asked if we had trouble with getting the knife out of the sheath. Well, if all you do is pull this thing out, it's going to be rough. It'll come out, but it'll be rough. It's not designed for that. You see that ramp right there? See this ramp right here? It's split like that for a reason. And you push it out, and it just comes right off. So it's not bad. Let's talk a little bit about the knife, okay? This is a 9-inch overall knife with a blade about almost 4 inches long. I didn't get the weight on it, but it's made out of 7CR steel, and it's rock welded out to about a 60. It's not the best steel in the world. Matter of fact, it's on the bottom end of stainless steels. It's very, very hard. This one has a flat grind on it, so it's going to be able to do some skinning. Very, very good with this knife here. It's going to be super easy to sharpen this out in the field, because it's not real hard, on the edge there. It's easy to sharpen. But with that, you're also going to need to sharpen it more often. So I recommend, if you're going to take this out into the field with you, that you take a hone with you. I don't have it down here, or I would show. This is a combination diamond hone, ceramic rod, and it has a strop on it as well. So this is something that, if you're going to carry this knife, get yourself one of these, and you can get them off Amazon, and I don't know what they cost. I have no idea. Either that, or you take a small hone with you and take out a small leather strop with you. We have a strop that is this side. This is made by Wood Tramp Gear. Same people that make, it's our company that makes bush butter and all that type of stuff. And we do have pack size strops that are smooth on one side and suede on the other that you load up with your product. I would recommend carrying something like that. This is more convenient, and if you need to sharpen your knife, you can do it out in the field without a problem. And you'll have to. Believe me, I don't care if you're just skinning game with this. You'll still have to sharpen it because of the type of steel it is. Now, that would be a great knife. I love this knife, the way it feels. It's very light in my hand, and it's super balanced. Those scales are dope, that's for sure. Very, very pretty. I like the looks of that knife. Then they got the green liners in there. But on the inside of this is a gut hook. And the way you access the gut hook is you just simply pull back on that jimping, and that gut hook lifts right out. It's not only a gut hook, but it's also a stinking bottle opener. But this is a full-size gut hook. It's not a miniature gut hook. It's full-size. You can use it as with a traditional draw, or you can reverse that dude and be able to rip up the belly of whatever game, your deer or your elk, whatever you got there. And one of the questions that we were having is, will this compromise the structure of the knife? And if you look down the side of your knife when you get it, the answer is going to be absolutely not. This knife is going to be stout with or without this being on the inside. So that is a pretty cool little knife. It comes in this molded sheath. Yeah. That is pretty great head right there, They give us a value of $119, so we're going to call it $120. And we were at $270, so it's $379. That's $399 worth of stuff. Is my math right? If I'm not, you can tell me. But what I'm getting at is the bang for your buck. You invested $159, and you come up with over $300. How can you not like that? I mean, this is a great box this month. You get a lot of bang for your buck, and I recommend trying it out there. So I hope that I explained everything. I went kind of fast on it, but I don't want to hold you hostage. Appreciate you watching as always, and be very, very cautious during this time with this COVID out there. Get outside if you can. So you guys ride free, you live free, and as always, you be safe out there.